All right, welcome everybody. How you guys? Good to see everybody. Make sure you put down in the chat where you're coming from, what you do. Definitely don't take it lightly at all. We're gonna do our very best here to deliver, over deliver. It's definitely a free challenge and free class. So welcome. Let's go. All right, put down in the chat what's your big why? Why you here? What brought you here? And yes, welcome, welcome. I see Leslie. Please turn on your camera. We're going to be interactive with you tonight. Um, any questions you have, put down in the chat. My team will answer it for you. And at the end, I will definitely answer all your questions, even if we had to stay over for you guys. We're only going to be here for the next 10 hours. So just kidding. But yeah, just a couple hours, but it's going to change your life for sure. Okay. I'm going to share with you about 20 years worth of entrepreneurship, investor experience that has gained me the seat at the Grand Cardone Yacht. Also, Tony Robbins backstage and plays chess with Sir Richard Branson at his island, right? I also retired my mom, my dad. That's the most important thing. 12 years cancer survivor, praise God. And we are actually helped so many people. We're the oldest, uh, coaching company for this whole industry. Yes, yes. Welcome, welcome. Mike Smith, Felicia, our student successful here as well. Mike Smith from Utah, rental, probably about a 12 lakhs. Congratulations. That's good. Carlos, good to see you. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. All right, iPhone from Los Angeles. What's your name? All right. Today, how many in here want to make six-figure income passively without owning any property and be able to travel the world, location freedom, time freedom, not just financial freedom, but you can have all kind of freedom. Okay. Yes. Yes. I tested out this. I traveled all over the world before and for a few months. And yeah, the money kept coming in. And I was able to manage it just on my phone, barely working, like really just a few minutes here, a few minutes there, double check everything and all is good. Yeah. So awesome, awesome. So what's your big why? Okay. A little bit, let me go over my story a little bit so that way you know what to expect and everything. Today we're going to talk about how midterm rental, corporate housing is the best way, the best strategy right now to make amazing income. And also you can do it within a few hours a week. Okay. So my goal for this training is to teach you how to make six-figure passively beyond Airbnb. We're gonna talk about corporate housing without owning any property that nobody else is teaching this. Okay. So a little bit about my background. For those who don't know, I'm an immigrant from a third world country, Vietnam, came over here. All four of us live in one tiny bedroom, and we're determined to achieve the American dream. Okay. And I've been told that to achieve that, gotta get good grade, gotta go to school, become a doctor, lawyer. So we sacrificed literally everything, and we actually finally become a doctor of pharmacy. Got my MBA, and I thought I made it. I was like, "Mom, I'm gonna take care of you. Don't have to worry about a thing." Next thing I know, I was overworked, underpaid. How many ever feel you been overworked, underpaid, frustrated, burnt out at your job, at whatever you So like some heart in the chat for that. Okay. And all my promises I could not fulfill because I was drowning in student loans debt. And also I was working as I became the number one pharmacy in the whole district for a Fortune 1 company. They actually give me more work and less time because they know that they can like suck more blood out of me. So if you have a good job, God bless you. But most corporate America, they, overwork you and they pretty much, underpay you. So, but even if they don't underpay you, I was like, this is not the way to go because I was trading time for money, right? What's the worst trade in the world? It's time for money. Okay. So that's when my entrepreneurship really got started. See a pharmacist here. So my mom was diagnosed actually cancer at the time too. And then I tried all kind of businesses as you can imagine. I tried multi-level marketing. How many tried that? Like drop shipping, um, eBay, Amazon, you know, buying long-term rental, opening a restaurant. That was the stupidest thing ever. Don't do that. Any kind of traditional real estate or traditional business takes so much capital, so much time and energy. It took me like years to save up to just buy one property. So how am I gonna, buy 10 of them? If it took me 3 to 5 years to buy one, right? So it will be take me like 30, 40, 50 years for me to even attend 10. So I was like, my mom had diagnosed with cancer. I was like, I gotta figure out something fast, you know? So again, try every single thing you can think of, even multifamily, become a realtor too. Realtor is good, but still you got no freedom, no weekend, and then you got to drop everything at a moment notice when you have to go and show people property. So traditional real estate is the long-term way to build wealth. I'm not against it at all. I still have some long-term, like I mean, I actually don't have a long-term rental, but I do have some rental that I own. Okay. But there's a much faster, better way. Okay? Even day trading. How many in here day traded? Okay. I made a ton of money and then I lost it all, and I did that like several times in a row. I almost got like a heart attack. So I was like, no, thank you. That's a good way to die young, right? So frustrated, burnout, and trapped. Okay. And then I was working not just my job, driving out to work and out home, work on the side, all this side hustle, and none of it ever worked. So I was lost, miserable, and I was rock bottom. And that is when I had the epiphany: is what if I could rent vacant home and then sublease and scale to Airbnb for freedom? Okay. This one idea changed my life, guys. This one idea is you don't have to own property to make money from it. You can leverage somebody else's property, you know? You can totally leverage somebody else's property. How many know that? Okay. By renting it and subleasing it. And that's it. And that's how I'm able to scale and get financial freedom. Okay. So you see the old model, you exchange 1 hour of your life for dollars, or salary is even worse, right? That's the worst trade in the world because, they told you put money into retirement 50 years from now, but then who in here actually know people actually can enjoy that money 50 years from now? Most of them are old or they pass away. God bless them. But I never seen this work for anybody. Okay. So the new way is you create a scalable business where you do not directly exchange your time for money. You want to earn money while you sleep, which is literally what we do in this business. You reinvest into your business for years, and then you have multiple streams of income. Write this down. What's the holy grail for financial freedom? It is multiple streams of income. Okay. Ideally backed up by real estate. If you backed it up by real estate, it will stick here for the next 1,000 years. I mean, there's the one company that in real estate for over 1,000 years, believe it or not, in Japan, right? Only in real estate where it's actually gonna be here for the next 10, 20 years versus anything else gonna change every single year or every single month if you own the online world, and you never know what's gonna happen next. So with real estate, it's predictable, consistent, it's been here thousands of years, and you just leverage somebody else's real estate and using the technology of nowadays to give massive value into the marketplace. So the more you can scale that, the more you can win. Okay. So the hallway is on your own. I was really confused picking the right locations, managing staff, hospitality, etc. I actually lost thousands of hours and actually hundreds of thousands of dollars because I had to close down more than 10 Airbnbs. Okay. But the good news is I can save you from these nightmares. Okay. So I had no mentor, no support group, etc. But then I scaled to 20 something Airbnbs, finally figured it out, and then the rest is history. So why is this different? I'm gonna transition into midterm rental now. So midterm rental and corporate housing are very similar, and we actually made history by showing people how to do this business. We're actually the oldest coaching company in America, actually probably in the world, for this whole industry. And very proud of my team. We have some amazing team member here that I will be introducing in a little bit here. But I want to share with you. So throughout this 2-day challenge, I'm going to cover many things. My proprietary system, the fast method, how to gain landlord approval, how to sublease their property, how to get corporate clients, how to furnish your property to set up to stand out. I'm going to go over my 4-step method, the fast method, FAST, finding the right location, S to sublease, S set up to stand out, T to tap into corporate clients. So definitely stay tuned. How many here are committed to your dreams, your goals? Okay. So if you are committed, then make sure that you stick with me. How many committed to be with me for the next couple hours here and then tomorrow as well? Okay. I want to show you commitment level. All right. To your dream, not mine. Okay. So, I mean, the reason why we're here is really to help you, right? I mean, after I got my freedom when I was 33 years old, retire and retire my mom and dad, I went all over the world for 3 months and I was like, it's so much fun. But after that, what's the purpose of life? Right? The purpose of life, I figure out for me anyway, is not for what I get, but to contribute, to pass on what I learned, to help other people, to grow and to love. Okay. If you focus not on significance or on yourself uncertainty, and you focus on contribution and love and also growth, your life will change. That is the true freedom of happiness, right? So that's why I've been working very hard full time in this. I don't have to because, but I really happy, much more happier when I find a student and help somebody who changed their life, and you can get to hear from one of our amazing student here, Felicia, in a little bit here. But let me set the groundwork for you guys so that way you guys, you know what it is that you guys are looking into, what kind of opportunities this really, that you sit on the gold mine, basically, if you haven't realized it. Because this whole industry has been around for a while, but nobody really know about it until I discovered it, and then I went viral on TikTok, and everybody know about it now because I really want to share this to as many people as possible because everybody deserves to win, right? Everybody deserves to win, and everybody deserves more chances. Okay. Especially if you grow up, don't have a lot of opportunities. My heart go out to you. Like I said, we didn't have any English. We didn't know any English. We didn't know anybody when they first coming here. So today we're also going to talk about what's the difference between corporate housing and vacation rental. Okay. This is very important because I know everybody is probably doing short-term rental and know about Airbnb and thought they can make $1 million. So everybody and their grandma is opening up short-term rental. But the thing is, it's so saturated, so regulated, and then so much work. I scaled to 20 something vacation rental, and I can tell you that it is not fun. Okay. Every single weekend, we would have 20 something vacationer, trash out place, going crazy, party, drugs, everything that you can think of, right? But now when I focus on corporate clients, everything changes because the stays with our corporate clients is a few months instead of a few days. Okay. A few months instead of a few days. So that's why it's such a difference. Okay. And then the demographic. So short-term rental are vacationer, they want to party, they want to play, they want to have fun. I don't blame them, but they're gonna have expect some live music, expect some all the horror stories that you learn from, the news. You can see all of that with the vacationer, right? But with midterm rental, you have corporate clients, you have professionals, and you have families. Families who go into renovation because their home get damaged through flood, hurricane, and all of that. So we're actually doing them a big favor to help them to really change their life. And that's what I love about this business too, is we're helping families who have a home away from home versus staying at hotels. I mean, how many want to stay in hotels for weeks and months, right? With their dogs, their pets, or their kids, that's why this is so much better, right? And then also midterm rental is way less frequent management, which could be once in a few months, versus short-term rental, you got to manage every single weekend. Every single weekend you got to manage this business for short-term rental. But with midterm rental, you can have this every few months. You don't even need to touch it. If something happened, they call my team. My team gets somebody to fix it, and then we clean it every few months, so we don't have to worry about anything. So that's why I love about this business, and that's why we're able to help a lot of people and scale to freedom. Okay. Um, with that, you want to book, you want to take the next step with us, you want to book a free consultation call with one of our top advisor. The link gonna be in the chat. If you're watching on social media, the link gonna be in my bio as well. It's free consultation, 1 hour, free for you guys. That's my gift to you, worth thousands of dollars, to take advantage of it. Okay. And sometime if you're lucky, you can actually get me to be on those calls as well. I don't do them too much often, so spots very limited, but since you show up here, I'll show up for you. Okay. So spots is very limited. I only have a couple of hours to set out a day, a few days a week to do these free consultations. So take advantage of it. But we do have a team of amazing advisors that can actually help you as well. Okay. So vacation and corporate tenants, again, what are the difference? Like we talk about, the frequency of booking is very important as well. With higher turnover, you can have higher costs. Okay. With just the cleaning, check this out, because you can take a screenshot, look at it later. But with vacation rental, let's say an average 5 cleaning a month, right? Because they only book a few days. That's $750 a month. Versus with midterm corporate housing, we have a 3-month stay on average, and our cleaning is only $300 for 3 months. So every month you're saving at least $600-700 just for the cleaning for one property. Now imagine you have 10 property, that's 6 to 7,000. Imagine when you have like 20 something property like I do, that's like $13,000 in cleaning fees. So that's most of people profit there. Okay. Income predictability as well. The corporate tenants, you have more stable, predictable income due to longer term lease agreement. Vacationer is very seasonal, fluctuating demand and income as well. So that's why it's very important, you corporate clients, because who in here experienced COVID? I'm telling you, 99%, actually not me. We look at the Airbnb founder. We had a Tony Robbins event where he hosted Airbnb founder interview, and I got from the horse's mouth. During COVID, they lost over 80-something% of their business, Airbnb itself. Why? Because nobody is traveling, right? So if you are building your business on vacation rental, you're building a castle on sand. Okay. There's gonna be another COVID. There's gonna be another knock on wood, God bless, but there's probably another 9/11, whatever it is. It's always gonna happen. And when that happens, your business shut down. And we're talking about companies that are worth billions overnight shut down like that. My company survived, not because I'm like special or whatever, but I'm just got very blessed to switch most of my properties over to corporate tenants before that. Thank God I did that, because they was on the contract for 3 to 6 months, right? And because of COVID, the places get extended, as you know, everything delay. So all my construction, all my insurance families, everything is extended. Medical professional as well. We hosted a lot of them. Thank God for the nurses and doctors out there that helping with that. And and that's how we're able to weather that storm and actually thrive right after that, because everything, going way back up after that. So the guest profile is super important. The question you need to ask yourself in business is not just what kind of business, but who do you want to serve? Who do you want to serve? Who is your ideal client? Write that down. Okay. Do you really want to serve tourists, travelers, college kids, or people who want to party, throw events? Or do you want to serve professionals, doctors, nurses, project manager, executives, or anybody, or like families who going through renovation, who have insurance, who are more responsible, right? That one question changed my life. Okay. So the second shift that really changed for me, the first shift is I finally found out that I can leverage somebody else's property, OPP. So I scale fast. The second epiphany is my ideal clients are corporate tenants. So I switch over that, and that changed everything. So those two ideas I want to pass on to you that really changed my life, because with corporate tenants, again, there's nothing you really got to do, after they check in for 3 to 6 months, sometimes even longer, because like, I mean, what else you got to do? They don't want to see you, right? Like, get out of my house, right? So you don't have to come over and serve them anything. You don't want to call them. They don't want to hear from you unless something broke. Then you call, then they call you, but then you call somebody else to fix. You don't got to go and fix it. I don't want you to be the plumber, the electrician, and all of that. That's just not very smart use of your time. I want you to enjoy your family, your life, because a lot of those maintenance you can actually pass on to the landlord because you are renting their place, or you can pass on to the corporate tenants because they damage the home basically. So, don't think that you got to pay for all of that as well. So that's another thing good about this business. So yeah, we're talking about damages right here. Okay. Very low risk of wear and tear, because we are not running a vacation rental. There's no parties, there's no events. The corporate tenants, they don't want to do anything to jeopardize their job either, right? Because it's their job, their livelihood. And the insurance clients, the families, they want a home, and they don't want to mess up anything with insurance either. Otherwise, they don't have a home to stay in while their home get damaged, they get fixed. The other thing is occupancy and profitability, which is more profitable. Okay. Short-term rental, yeah, you get higher rent per night if you want to make that argument. However, the occupancy rate of that is like half, like 40-50%. Why? Because most people go vacation only on the weekends, one, or like during the summer, or one of the season, or snowbird, whatever. But it's only like a few months out of the year that you can actually make money. The rest of the year, you gotta, have a lot of loss. But midterm rental, corporate housing, they work on a project, hospital, university, construction for 3, 6, 7 months, and a lot of time they extend. Here's a little secret, guys. You ready? Vacation rental, they don't ever extend, hardly. Even if they extend, only for a few days. With corporate housing, they almost always extend. Why? Because the constructions get delayed, the weather, the government, whatever it is, hardly ever they will finish on time, especially with insurance family. Okay. So if you have an insurance family or anything renovation or building, a shopping center, what kind of building, whatever building it is, you can expect about 90 something percent chance that they will extend. And when I hear extension, I hear this, the change. Okay. Because it's like free money, man. It's like literally free money. Something that wake you up. Okay, that was easy. Okay, I have an easy button right here. Okay, why does it have to be so hard, man? Why does making money got to be so hard? Why you got to go the hard route? I don't know. Why you got to go to the hard route, like 40, 50 years climbing the corporate ladder just to find out that you're sick and tired and get injured or whatever, and then you lost it all and you get fired or something. Why? I don't know. Or why go buy the old rental way where the traditional mortgage that will, like, mortgage, what mortgage mean is a death grip on your life. Okay. So why do that when you can use the same amount of money and do 10 of these, test out the market, and have time and freedom. Okay. Anyway, occupancy rate. Oh yeah, I touched on that. Okay, so midterm rental got occupancy rate of midterm corporate housing is about 80-90%. So it's like double short-term rental. That's huge, right? All right, seasonality and market fluctuation as well. Okay, midterm much less impacted. Short term, you can make money about 3 months out of the year, maybe summertime, or maybe in Florida like snowboard, but that's it. Management effort as well. Okay, even if you make money with, I was making good money with short term. I was had like 20 something short term rental, making more money than most doctors make. But I was every weekend imagining having 20 something vacationer, 20 something families, and everything is so urgent with vacation, right? Because you're only there for 2 days. So, oh, I needed my towel, like I need now. I need this fixed now. I'm only here for today. What are you doing? Blah blah blah. But midterm, they stay for months. So like, maybe next week is okay, drop it by, whatever. So the management is so much better, guys. So much better. Okay. Again, okay. So if you haven't already, that free consultation is there for you. You want to take advantage of that. If not, up to you, man. Don't waste our time. I'll be honest with you. If you're not serious, don't book the call. But if you are serious, we'd love to help you. Okay. Setting up a rental business without owning property. How you do that? This is the fast method. Okay. Now, before I dive into like what are these methods, I just give you a sneak peek and then I introduce my team. So my team, get ready. Also, my special guest here. Find the right location, ask to sublease, set up to stand out T to tap into corporate clients. I'm going to cover with you all these proprietary system right after this, right after I intro some of my team members here. Okay. So we have one of our top advisor is Michael Harris. He was my student. He got success, and now he's helped hundreds of people just like you join the program and get tremendous success as well. So I'm gonna bring Michael on here and tell his story, and also say hi to you guys. Michael, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good, Dr. Chow. Good to have you, man. Appreciate you.
Tell everybody about your story and why you're here.
Well, a little bit about me, guys. Obviously, my name is Michael. I actually started off with the team and Dr. Chow as a student. So I was on the other end, kind of where you guys are sitting right now, looking for an opportunity. Didn't know which way I wanted to go. I just knew I wanted to move from where I was. I was in corporate America. Stumbled upon Dr. Chow. I was doing exactly what we're doing right now. I was like, should I go the short-term route? And almost actually joined a different mentorship. I discovered and fell in with Dr. Chow's corporate midterm rental. Like the light bulb went off. Like something just like made sense. And fast forward not too long, Dr. Chow and I met each other, invited me to be a part of the team. Now I'm on the other end helping people like you do exactly that. Achieve financial freedom, get properties, and get help and coaching so you don't have to continue to guess and figure it out. And just like Dr. Chow mentioned, like continue with the 9 to 5 grind. So, continue to ask questions in the chat, book a call if you guys are really serious about like getting help with Dr. Chow and the team, because that's what we're here for, guys. So
Awesome. Cool. So yeah, Michael has been tremendous, such a good, amazing family man as well. And he has helped so many people. So definitely book that call, and he do everything he can in his power to help you guys. And if you guys are serious, he can bring me on the call and see how I can answer some questions, maybe analyze some property that you have as well, to see if they qualify for midterm and short term, or if we can do hybrid too, by the way. A hybrid model work well sometime as well. Okay, cool. Thank you, Michael.
yes, sir.
We're gonna bring on one of our awesome student, Felicia Love. You can just make her spotlight and unmute herself. And we love to see your lovely face, Felicia, so you can turn on your camera.
Hi, hold on. I'm trying to get the camera in saying, okay, there we go.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
how are you?
Good.
All right. So I'm Felicia
Uh-oh.
and I
I
joined
think
the
your internet
program.
is that her internet, Michael? You think?
I joined the
You
program a few months ago. Actually, so it's probably mine. Let me turn off the camera. Hold on one second.
Yeah, she probably got turned off the camera. She's probably out in some area. But anyway, yeah, you can turn off the camera and just say things. Maybe that'd be better.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm Felicia Love, and I actually joined the program about 2 months ago. I'm a registered nurse by trade, and I was looking for a side hustle. So we have long-term rentals here, my husband and I, and so my daughter and husband and I decided to go into midterm rentals, and that's when I joined the mentorship. I'm in month 2, and I'm on my second property right now. The first
That's so
property was
awesome.
booked, yeah, in about 14 days. And it was booked by an insurance company, and we just got an extension on that one. So I had another inquiry, and I just got my second property. Fun fact about me is that I've never done Airbnb. So maybe some of you are Airbnb hosts and investors. I've never done that. The only thing that I've done is midterm rentals. So the transition for me was easy, being that I had no experience.
Yeah, that's awesome, Felicia. Thank you for your, I love nurses, so thank you for your help on that. And how has the program helped you to do this business?
So for me, I think the difference with this program, because I've done a lot of different things, never mentorship. I think the mentorship helped me in the sense that I had accountability. So like during the week, we would have calls at least twice a week, and I would show up for those calls, and we would have to talk about our progress. So I think for me, that was the biggest thing that was the difference in any other thing that I've ever done, is just having a coaching team alongside myself.
Yes. Awesome. Awesome. And then the two property, how much do you rent it for? And then how much do you sublease out to the corporate tenants for?
So the first one is we're cash flowing about 3,000 on that one. The
Nice.
rent is about 15, and then we got like right at 4. So it's about 3. And that one we own. So really
Nice.
we would pay the mortgage on that one anyway. And then
Nice.
the second, yes, the second one is the mortgage. I mean, the rent here is 17 because it's arbitrage. And then the guests will pay 32. So we're gonna still cash flow about 2,000. So we're
Perfect.
fine with that. Our long-term rentals usually bring 500 to 600 a month. So we're happy with 2,000 a month for the second property.
Yeah, that's like 4 times the long-term rental. Those of you who have long-term rental, you know, instead of making a few $100 a month, you can make a few $1,000 a month. That's huge, right?
That is very
So
huge.
yes.
We've actually,
So
with our
mhm.
our long-term rentals, we've never made more than $1,000 a month. So I think the
Right.
momentum, the confidence with Dr. Chow and his team that has really helped me like develop into
Yeah.
where I am now from the
Fantastic.
mentoring.
And what would you say for those people on on the fence, maybe checking us out and have some, some doubt, fear, whatever, and how do you overcome that?
I would just say invest in yourself, believe in yourself. I do think just having a team, having accountability is something that helps you move faster. You can still get there by learning from YouTube and learning from different things, but you'll just get there faster, in my opinion, with the team around you. I know often in our group, we have an app or um, like a different, I don't know, it's a Telegram app is what we're on. And so sometimes members will post properties in there if they have something in their area that's available. So having that network and being connected is something else also that's helped me too. Just knowing that I
Yes.
do have support.
Yes, always have support, right? Like I
Yeah.
said, anybody ask me that they can do this themselves, say, absolutely, you can absolutely do this yourself. Okay. I have total confidence that anybody can do anything. It's just gonna take you 10 times longer. It's gonna cost you 10 times more. And then most of the people are gonna quit along the way. Okay. And then 10 times more headache as well. So you want to do that, definitely be our guest and good luck with that. But with us, we give you all the blueprints. We'll give you weekly calls you know, 2 to 3 times a week. And then we have a group over 150 active members as well that are serious about this business, invest into themselves. And we vet every single body within our community to make sure that they are coachable, they are giver, and they're good people. So you know you have a safe place, so you can ask any questions, share any leads, get any coaching as well, and also you know partner up as well. We have a lot of people partner up within our community, and I love our community because there's always giving. Everybody's help everybody, and that's what it's all about. Wouldn't you agree, Felicia? Yeah, our community is definitely a community that you want to be a part of, right? Can you hear? Oh, you're unmuted.
Hold on, I'm trying to unmute. I don't know if I'm unmuted. Okay, here I am. Yes, I would definitely agree on that. We're very close.
Okay.
You
Sorry.
have
Sorry,
a
Alicia,
question, like I had a question
yeah.
about what insurance application, and immediately.
Yeah. Sorry, Felicia, your internet got really got some bad issues. But anyway, thank you for showing up here, and we appreciate you, and have a blessed day, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. Sorry about that. I'm in a new area.
Okay, take care. All right, guys. Cool. So you got to hear from one of our good student here, and we love to help a lot of people like you. So the next step, I'm gonna go over more of what we do, and then we can go from there. But if you haven't already, spots are limited, so book that free consultation call. The link is in the chat. And if you're watching online, you can go onto my bio, link in my bio as well. Okay. All right, let's go back to our slides here. Super excited about showing you guys our simple but effective system. 4-step. That's it. That's all you need. 4-step that can actually get you that financial freedom that you've been dreaming about. You don't need to go back to school for 8 years like I did. Okay. You don't need to climb the corporate ladder for 10 years and then found out that lean against the wrong wall, because the more you work in corporate, the more, you know, the more less freedom you have. So the fast method is F, finding the right location. Okay. A, to ask to sublease. S is set up to stand out. Okay. And T, to tap into corporate clients. Tap into corporate clients. Okay. Finding a right location. Most people would say that location is the freedom way, right? The most important thing in real estate. However, most people don't know that, you know, they tell you that you need to do a tons of research, you need a tons of software, blah, blah, blah. Yes, those can help, but what if I can tell you that we have a system that you can find the right location within minutes that have at least an 80% chance of success? That's pretty good, right? So the system is 3 H's. Write this down: highways, hospitals, and hotels. When 2 highway intersect, like what you see here, 2 highway intersect, that's where money flow, that's where attention flow, and where that flow, that's when you can make a lot of income. Okay. And then you have hospital. Okay. Hospital drop hundreds of millions of dollars, sometimes $1 billion to build a hospital. Don't you think they've done their research? Okay. We also have hotels, you know, gigantic hotel corporations creating resort, creating, you know, amazing hotel. You know, they already done their research. So why do we need to reinvent the wheel and do our own research when you can just follow the whales? You can get fed. Write that down. Follow the whales. You can get fed. Okay. So that's why you have a pretty good chance of success. Now, we also have 3 more H's that are for reserved for our students, not for the public, you know, that can really dive deeper into it. And also, we're going to vet every single, how would you like for us to vet every single deal for you, every single market for you, finding the right market, finding the right location, and every single deal you can pass through us and also through our hundreds of members. What are your chances of success in that? Okay. Now, people always think about the cost of things, but they don't think about the value of things. They think about the cost, but they don't think about the opportunity cost. Okay. Warren Buffett, the greatest investor, said he lost more money on omission versus actually like the mistakes. What's that mean? Is that when he see an opportunity and it's great and he's suck on his thumb, he does that too. He doesn't take action. That's when he lose the most. Okay. For example, I have a student or a friend, both friend, student, followers, been following me for 3, 4 years. He thought he's smart enough to figure it out. He went out, he did it on his own. 2 years later, he went on one of these calls and he said, Dr. Chow, how come it doesn't work? I said, pull up the location. Boom, within a few minutes, I told him it's not the right location because of this, this, and that. And man, if you told me this 2 years ago, I could save you a ton of money, a ton of time, and you don't got to be stuck with it for 2 years. During the last 2 years, he could have had 10, 20 property, making him hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in income. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying is get the best advice you can get from people who already achieve where you want to go, whether it's this or whatever business. That's the fastest way you can get to where you want. I learned this from Tony Robbins, from Grant Cardone. All the greatest will say that you want to compress decades into days. How come, Felicia here in only a couple months got success? How come many other students of mine with no experience in real estate, with no really business experience, can able to generate tens of thousands of dollars a month doing this? It's not through luck, guys. It's through following a proprietary system, the blueprint, and also have the community to back them up, and also have the coaches to transfer their knowledge, understanding to every single self-limiting belief, mindset, skill set, tactics, every single thing that you ever need. That's how they're able to do it within months. Otherwise, it will take you decades. Okay. Okay. A is to ask to sublease. How do you ask to sublease? Okay. So most Airbnb people, they will tell, oh, just tell the landlord you do Airbnb, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? Nobody, if the landlord here, Airbnb, they're gonna run. Okay, they're gonna don't want to touch you with a 10-foot pole nowadays. Okay, because all the bad stuff that's been happening with Airbnb, and why would they do that with you when they can just listen to Airbnb? Versus us, we tell them we have a corporate housing network, over 100 members with 100 properties, combined 20 years experience. We do it as a team, guys. That's what the most important thing. You cannot win any war by going to battle by yourself. Okay. If you're gonna go to war, have you ever seen anybody go to war by themselves? I mean, that's like a sentence, like a death sentence. Okay. And yet people want to do it themselves all the time. Okay. When I go to war, when you want to have an army of Spartan 300 badasses, or the gladiators that are gonna go with you in battle, right? Just like the Gladiator movie. The Gladiator, all the time they die because they fought by themselves. But in the Gladiator movie, Marcus Aurelius, the Maximus general, tell everybody gather up as a team, and that's how they won the emperor. They even won the emperor, right? Because they gather up as a team. So that's why we build our own army. Okay. And this is our army right here, beyond corporate housing network, beyond chn.com. Okay. And I'll dive deeper into that as well. But this is just an overview of what we'll be covering today and also tomorrow to give you the best shot. Okay. Set up to stand now as well. How do you set up to stand now in this day of age where Airbnb, so many Airbnb, so many people going crazy, right? With that. How do you do that? How do you list the property? What other ways? We have the checklist, the best practices. We also vet every single property. And also within our community, when you post Airbnb on there, every community member will heart and like your property. So it will give you boost on the algorithm. You see what I'm saying? So that's when I said work as a team, as a community is so much better. Okay. All right, and then you tap into corporate clients. How do you get corporate clients? Most people just listen to Airbnb, VRBO. Some people know about furnace finders. It's great, but it's not that great. Okay. Those are if everybody know about them, is not that great anymore. Okay. We have dozens of direct partners that we have been vetted over the last 10 years We have blood, sweat, and tears trying to find the right clients, tested out all the scammers, all the bad people to give you the best sources, the best platform that you can list that nobody know about. Okay. Nobody know about. Okay. And that's why we are winning and helping people win every single day. So those are the fast method that we cover within the next, hour here, and then tomorrow as well. So make sure you want to come back for here for that. Okay. Now let's talk about the formula for corporate housing. This formula you can screenshot, share social media. Anything I share here is probably public. I want to help as many people as possible. So do whatever you want need to do. Okay. All right. So here's the thing. You want to have first month rent, first month deposit. You can either buy the furniture or rent the furniture. What you want to charge the corporate client is 2 times the market rent plus or minus utilities. Depending on the seasons of the month of the year, you can charge them more. That's when coaching is so crucial, because depending on the client as well, right? And depending on what they want, how you ask the question, so that way you know what to charge is very important. But on average, you want to charge them about 2 times the rent plus or minus utility. What does this mean to you? You can make about $2,000 per month per property on average, like for Asia I was talking about. Now, if you are in like a higher rent state, like California, New York, Florida, don't worry, it's actually work better in your favor. Okay. In California, we have students who are making $4,000 a month per property instead of $2,000. So the same amount of work, they actually make twice the amount. Okay, because the rent out in California is crazy. Okay, so that's why I love about this business is for once you can be on the receiving end of inflation, and you can actually be the landlord without having to buy the property. You're actually the landlord now, quote unquote, right? So with higher inflation, with higher rent, that means your income getting higher. You're on the receiving end instead of on the other end. You know what I'm saying? So when you want to be on the receiving end of, inflation and higher rent, yeah, you make more. As the market rents go up, the more better we do. Okay. But anyway, to make 10K a month, guys, all you need is 5 properties. That's it. 10K a month. Okay. And you're not working like 40, 50 hours a week like a job. Like I was working like a dog, honestly. They tell me jump. I said, how high? They was timing me every single second, all the KPI, key matrix. I didn't even have bathroom breaks or lunch break. Okay. I was working overtime to make what, 10K a month. That's after 8 years of schooling, become a doctor. Okay. Some of my friends climb the corporate ladder. They didn't have to go to medical school, but they start out at 30K a year, and then it took them 10 years to get to 100K a year, or even 200K. But guys, why waste 10 years of your life when you can do this within months? Okay. If you do 2 properties a month, that's only 2.5 a month. You can make 10K a month. 2.5 months from now, you can make that. Okay. Now, if 10K is not enough for you, you want to make 20K, just do 10 properties. Do 2 a month for 5 months, and now you get 20K a month. You see? So within 3 to 5 months, you can get the lifestyle you dream. And once you get there, you're only working a few hours a week. Because guys, after they checked in, think about it. What do you really got to do after they checked in? Guess what? Nothing. Okay.
That was easy.
That was easy. Exactly. Because once they checked in, again, it's not like a restaurant. That's the dumbest business. Don't ever open a restaurant, dry cleaner. We done all the stupidest business, our family, so we can give you this knowledge for free. Don't do that. We lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Any kind of service business, that require you to be there every day is stupid. Okay. Also, all the traditional business where you open at the retail center, you know how much overhead that is, and you gotta be like it's like a prison. We gotta show up 6-7 days a week for what? A few $1,000 a month, if that. Okay. And then some months we even have loss. So any kind of tradition, the world is changing so fast, guys. Traditional business is the thing of the past. Okay. Okay. Now, yes, there are some still good business, blah, 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 but most of them don't do that. Okay. And then if you're talking about eBay, Amazon, guys, that's is too much competition. I tried that before. Too much competition, too much work. The market changing every month, every day, actually, and you got to keep updated. It's not a full-time overtime job. I don't want that. Day trading, same thing. It's not a full-time overtime job. What else? Tell me. Multi-level marketing, network marketing, that's another overtime job to make pennies on the dollar. I don't know any other opportunity out there. You guys let me know. I love to know more about any other opportunity that can actually even compete with this. I also went to school for my master in business, MBA. I learned hundreds of models, and I couldn't even find one that can even come close to this, because the amount of money that you need to put in is very small. Keep that in mind. You're not buying a property, so you don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars. You don't even need 50,000. You need only about 5 to 10K, maybe 10 to 20K if you are in like California, right? But then you can make more. So your money return on investment will be about 200% return. How many in here make more than 100% return on your money? Even just 20% return on your money, okay? Check this out. How did I come up with this number? Okay, initial investment, let's just say first month rent is 2,500. First month deposit is 2,500. That's 5,000. Furniture is another 7,000. So you put in about 12,000 to make 2,000 a month. 6 months in, you make your money back. Within your first year, you double your money. If you double your money, that's 200% return, right? Boom. That's when you get that. I mean, where can you get that? Not in any other thing. I invest in multiple companies. I mean, the greatest investor, look it up. Warren Buffett make about 20% a year, and he's the greatest investor of all time. This is like at least 100% on the low end, and you're in full control of your money. You're not having to depending on the stock market. You don't have to you have no control with the stock market or the crypto or investing in somebody else's deal. I invest in multi-family. Some of the biggest names, I name them, them. Okay. I invest in them, and I couldn't even get my money out because I got stuck. When you want to be controlled in your money, you got full control of your money, by the way, and making at least 100% to 200% return. Is that crazy? That is crazy. Okay. So anyway, disclaimer, we're not tax attorney, accountant. This is not financial legal advice. Financial freedom formula. This is the formula. All you need is this formula, okay? You don't need to look anywhere else. Take a screenshot, put this on the wall. If you can just focus on this, guarantee your life will change, okay? Month one, just do one property, make you $2,000 a month. Month two, you do two property, make you 2K a month. Now you have 6,000 a month. Month three, you do two more property. Now you have 10K a month. How would 10K a month change your life? How would 10K a month change your life, okay? And if 10K a month doesn't change your life, just do two more. By month 6, you have 11 properties making you 22K a month. Will 22K a month change your life? It should. That's what most doctors make anyway, So that's what I'm saying. It's absolutely amazing what we can do nowadays, okay? All right, so if you haven't already, book a call with our top advisor. Spots are filling up very fast, I can see. So if you are serious, they would take advantage of it. 3 things we look for in the students. Number 1, being coachable. Number 2, well, again, if you're not coachable, I can't help you, right? So it doesn't matter if you have talent of Michael Jordan. He got to be the most coachable guy. He actually doesn't have that much talent anyway. And then he become the greatest basketball player of all time, and Kobe too, because they are coachable. That's why I love them. They're my hero, So coachable is the number 1 thing we look for. Number 2 thing we look for is have some kind of persistence. Okay. You got to have some kind of persistence. Freedom is not free. You got to fight for your freedom. Okay. Number 3, we look for a giver, not just a taker, right? Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Same thing with our community. We want to give a community that give and help and share. Okay, so let's talk about more. Why is midterm rental? All right, we covered this, so I'm gonna just breeze through this. Oh, one thing we didn't talk about is regulations and tax exempt. Why does Airbnb, most Airbnb don't work out? Because they have so much tax, they have so much regulations, right? Why? Because the hotel lobby don't want you to succeed, my friend. Okay. The hotel lobby, they want you to fail because they don't want more competition. So they pay politicians to have more regulations and more taxes on your butt. And also the government want to take you, take more money out of your business. So that's what it is. Now with this business, you can escape a lot of tax exempt because it's over 30 days stay. When it's over 30 days stay in your rental, a lot of places you have tax exempt. Make sense? So that is huge, guys, huge. Okay. Huge. Because these taxes are like hotel tax, 15% of your revenue. That's like all your profit, guys. So, this is ridiculous, right? So with this business, you escape that. And then regulations, most HOAs, they don't allow short-term rental nowadays. They crack down on it, right? But with us, a lot of them, they still allow 30 days or more stay. So we are the oldest coaching community and also one of the largest for midterm rental corporate housing. Okay. And we can help you definitely change your life. Our advisor actually graduates from our mentorship. Okay. And we are one of the largest nationwide corporate housing network in America. All right. So beyond chn.com, why is this so important? Check this out. I love this network because the power of the network is in the network, guys. The power of a network is in the network. What do I mean by that? Check this network out, okay? We have over 100 direct partners and coaches combined. Imagine yourself, your company, your logo, your website being listed on this network of ours, right? So they will take you more differently, they will take you more seriously. You can get more landlord to say yes because you're part of something bigger than yourself. And then you can get corporate clients to say yes, corporate company to say yes, because you're not just you actually come to them as we're part of a corporate housing network that expanding rapidly with hundreds of property nationwide. And we want to see if your property qualifies for what we do. If it is, then we do X, Y, and Z. And then if you have a corporate clients, we can actually connect you with other states in multiple states from coast to coast, So that's why it's so powerful. All right, what does it look like to enroll into our program or our company? Number one is you got to get rid of any limiting belief, guys. Any limiting belief, you got to get rid of it. That's the most important thing that hold you back from success, okay? Number two things is help you do the fast method so you can start your business now, fast, okay? Number three is give you weekly mentoring to keep you focused and a community in our group daily chat. And then four is to scale your business, scale your corporate housing.
I'm officially leaving my pharmacist career, the job, next month. I'm gonna be drafting my resignation letter. Well, I have other business endeavor as well. So in addition to that, I'm gonna focus on that and then the corporate housing.
That is awesome. How much are you making now?
About on average $20,000. Last month was my biggest month. Of course, I grossed up $50,000.
Wow.
First time.
How long did it take you to get there?
9 months now.
How long did it take you to make a promises?
Forever.
I actually got 2 appointments on Tuesday for 2 houses.
Nice.
And I've made a personal goal to at least get 8 houses before the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do everything I can to beat that number.
That's $20K a month, baby. There we go.
Started 5 months ago, and since then, an average of one every month. I'm at 6 right now. Just talked to another landlord last night. Looks like we'll probably sign number 7 here next week. It's exciting.
Right. How much are we making with this?
About 12,000 a month.
2,000 a month. Yeah. So peaceful, man. Look at this guy. He's he's glowing. He got money all over his face, man.
I've been doing about 1 a month, but I think in the next 12 months, I want to do 20 in the next 12 months.
I'm a realtor in San Antonio. Life before was good, but life now is great. I started in mid-May or something like that. Got my property in June. Took about 2 weeks, furnished it, launched it. Less than 24 hours after that, I got a booking, and I've been 100% booked ever since.
Let's go. And how much profit are you making on that property per month?
I net about 3K a month from that property.
Yeah, you're not really doing much of anything, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. The network you provide, man, the tools you provide, people we're around, you teach us so much knowledge, man.
I met Dr. Chow at one of the Tony Robbins events, and he told me about this business, so I decided to take action right away. My wife really loved this idea. It took me about a couple of weeks. I got the place fixed up. It looked good. The first house, I averaged about $7,000
Profit. A month, by the way.
a month. I really like the program. Everything is good. I'm working on my second property. It's just that because I've been doing it for 3 months. So if I would have had 3 houses, I probably would have had another 50K or something in my pocket. So yeah, it's good money, easy money. You'll be in some beach somewhere and just, getting paid. So that's cool.
I am a student with Dr. Chow's mentorship. We finally got our rentals, our arbitrage, so everything's going good. We got our bookings. And yesterday we joined the elite. Honestly, with this, we get to know everything Dr. Chow knows. We get to be personal friends with him. It's so much like education because the value, it's way more than what he says. And in my opinion, it's the greatest thing that he's gonna do for everyone in this room. Thank you, Dr. Chow.
And how old are you?
I'm 15.
Let's go.
If a 15 years old can do it, I'm sure you can do it too, okay? I love that. So we have anybody from 15 years old to 70 something, whether you're good with technology or not, you have it here for you, okay? And also anybody that was a truck driver that you saw, truck driver or surgeon, we already coach people with success with that. So what's our guarantee? We'll coach you until you make your initial coaching investment back with us. His results are better than money back guarantee, okay? There's no other colleges who do this, right? So we want to over deliver, and even if you slack off or you blaming the market or your dog got sick, whatever, if you sign up for our program and like a year program, and a year from now you said, hey, Dr. Chow, I messed up, whatever, I didn't do what I need to do, we coach you until you make your initial investment back, okay? That's super huge, guys, because I was paid like $60,000 in my college for my pharmacy school. And if you fail, you gotta pay another $60,000, okay? And you don't even make any money after 8 years, then you make money. This, you start making money now, okay? And if it doesn't even, and if you wouldn't pass the course or whatever by making the money, we coach you until you do. That's how much we believe in this. So you haven't already booked a free consultation call with our top advisor, and also you might get lucky and get myself as well, and we can help you every step of the way, okay? Okay, so now let's take a little bit question Q&A here, because we cover a lot right now. So let's see if I have, should we LLC or incorporate? Okay. So that we have a partner that is very professional that can help you with that. They can get you a free consultation call as well. As a matter of fact, if my team, if you have that link with Pram, with my partner in that, you can put that in the chat, or you can just book a call with our top advisor and we'll guide you in the right direction. Okay. It depends on your situation. That's a very, depending really where you are at and all of that. But we have a partner that have done this many, many ways with many, many students across the nation. So don't worry. Other question. Have you done midterm rental outside of the US? You can do it outside of the US, but we focus only on the US market. Why? Because the US corporation are still the strongest. Okay. So if you are a foreigner or you are in other countries, you want to do that in the US. You can still open a US business. We have a lot of Canadians. Actually, one of our best students are Canadian, Ricky. He came out down here, opened 5 properties within a month, make about 18,000 a month cash flow, flew back home, take care of his family for the next 6 months, never show up to the state, and he was still making money from that from that. So that's amazing, right? And guess what? He's only put in like 100K to do those 5 properties instead of have to put in $1 million to buy the properties in Florida. By the way, Florida very expensive. So that happened a lot, and because of that, he was able to get U.S. whatever H1 visa, working visa, or he able to have a business in the U.S. so he can actually become a resident in the U.S. So look into that. Schedule a call with our advisor, with our partner, and they can guide you through that as well. But as far as I know, any person can really open a business in the U.S. and do this. Okay, because U.S. is very business friendly. And if not, it's always there ways around it, guys. Like if you have somebody in the U.S. you can partner up with that can do this business with you, that's something you can do. Yeah, the investment in the program definitely depending on how much support you are looking. And that's why we have the advisory call to better support you depending on your situation. We're gonna dive deeper. We don't know that until we know more about your situation, what you want to do, what's your financial want to take this, So definitely book that call and then we can guide you every step of the way. But what we can promise you is our goal, our mission is to help you make 10 times whatever you invest with us. Okay. And then we will coach you until you at least get your initial investment back with our coaching. So you don't got nothing to worry about. And the important thing you want to remember is the risk, when you look at this business is very small compared to any other business, right? Like I had a restaurant, I had $400,000 in to open. After a few years, we had to sell for a lost a few $100,000 in a few years of my life. It's really hard to get out of. If you do a fix and flip, one of my students, 30 years in the fix and flip game, he got successful, become a millionaire. 2 mistakes wipe out his entire company, and now he's in his 50s, and God bless him, he's struggling. So why? Because the risk to reward ratio is messed up in most businesses. You got to get this, please, because this will change your life. I learned this from a billionaire. Okay, so if you're not a billionaire, you might want to listen. It's called asymmetrical risk to reward ratio. Anything you want to do, you want to analyze risk to reward. And you want to have a ratio at least 1 to 5. If you lose $1 when you're wrong, you want to make $5 when you win. Therefore, you only need to be right 20% of the time. You get it? What most people do in traditional business is they're risking 1 to 1. For example, fix and flip. You're risking 100K to make 100K. If you lose 100K, which is most of your nest egg. If you win 100K. Okay, big deal. But you got to be right how much percent of the time. With fix and flip or traditional business, if your risk to reward is 1 to 1, you got to be right 100% of the time. How many in here know people be right 100% of the time all their life, never be wrong? Nobody. Okay, so that's why it doesn't matter if you're Warren Buffett, you want to have the risk to reward on your side. The biggest, best billionaire trader, investor will tell you if the risk to reward is 1 to 5, they take the deal because nothing is perfect. If you wait for a perfect opportunity, it never exists and you're just going to die broke and poor. Straight up opinion. Okay. Whether you believe it or not, that's the truth. Now, as long as you have like a good, like at least like 60% chance of success, and your risk to reward is 1 to 5, take the deal, man. Take the trade, okay? With this, guess what? Our success rate, if you really follow our system and be a good student, is 90-something%, okay? And then also the reward is 10 times the risk. For example, when you are risking in this business, what you really risking? First month rent, first month deposit. That's it. Okay. That's about like $5,000 to $7,000. Big deal. Anybody can risk 5,000 to 7,000 and can still survive, right? Now the reward is you can make $20,000 to $30,000 a year for the next at least 5 years. So the reward is at least 100K to 200K. Let's say you risk 5 to 10 to make 100K to 200K. That's actually a 1 to 20 risk to reward ratio. You only need to be right 1 out of 20 times, guys. I hope you get that. Okay. Now, if I want to be conservative, I would say at least 1 to 10 risk to reward in this business. You're gonna reward 10 times. So don't worry about it. Just do it. Okay. All right. Let me see what other questions in here. Michael, you're welcome to unmute yourself if you have any questions or anybody that I missed here. When that happens. Yeah, Leslie, everybody give Leslie a hand here, you know. Definitely been participating, and you know, I love people who are serious and show up for themselves and participate, you know. That's right, that's right. Mike Smith said, quit my 200K job 3 year, best thing I ever did. Amen to that. All right. Cool. Okay, so looks like we covered most of the questions. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Michael will unmute and fill me in if you miss anything. So okay, let me move on to the next topic. So we cover location.
There
Now
was
we're
a
gonna
question, Dr. Chow.
Yes.
There was one question that you missed, I believe. I don't know if we got to that one at the very bottom.
Okay, what's the question? Okay, I see it.
Yep.
If I wanted to sublease the condo that I am renting right now, how would I find a tenant? Assuming I convince my landlord to approve the subleasing. Okay, so you can find a tenant, the corporate tenant, by a few route. Okay, the hard way or the easy way. Okay, that's why I had the easy button. The hard way, you can call up all the local businesses, cold calling, hospital, companies, and say, I do corporate housing, and trying to find clients. You know, that's the hard way. That will take you a long time, and it's really hard to do. The easy way is join our program. We give you a Rolodex of all of our sources that took us 10 years to find, test it, and all of that. And then you just list your properties on all those sources. And then you tell them you're part of our network and they already working with us for a long time. So they will give you, you know, more leads than normally because of our reputation, right? So that's the easy way. So that's two ways, whichever way you want to go. Okay. But you want to like do it yourself, you contact the human resource department of each of these companies. That's the department you want to contact and also talk to them about this business. Okay. All righty, let's go back to the next topic here is how to get landlord to back you to sublease. Okay. How many want to get landlord to back you to sublease, right? That's the key. Okay. So go over this here. So this is very important to understand, guys. Once you understand this, like everything you ever wanted, you can get because, you know, you get unlimited real estate that you can leverage. Okay. So this is both an art and a science, and it take a few things. Okay. So one thing I want to cover here as well is why do we want to rent? for one home that you buy, you can do about 7 or 8 rental with the same amount of money because you don't need a down payment. You don't need a rehab. All you need is the rent and the deposit. So that's why your risk is reduced by 7 to 10 times, and your reward is increased by 7 to 10 times as well, right? I mean, if you have 100K, like Ricky, my friend did, my student, he could have bought one house with 100K, and he could have made like maybe, 1 or 2K a month. Even if he make 3K a month, I give him benefit of the doubt, he's not going to make that with traditional real estate, but I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt. If he take that 100K and he buy a house, he make 3K a month. Or he would take that 100K and he could rent 5 houses, furnish all 5, and make 18K a month. That's about 6, 7 times more than he'll be making if he's just on one house. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you want to rent. It's very fast to scale. And then also it's very flexible. Guess what? If the landlord don't want it to do it anymore, or whatever reason, boom, I can move to another house like that. Okay, very fast. Easy, okay? Versus if your location, if your house that you bought, you cannot, like, the market sucks there or it doesn't work out. Guess what? You gotta sell the property, you gotta take that money, and you gotta buy another property and then rehab that and then rent it out. That would take like a year for half a year to sell the property, half a year to buy another and rehab another, right? You lose on time, guys. Time is so precious, even more than money. Time is not money. Time is way more than money. That's the one thing that you cannot get back, okay? So don't lose your time. Don't lose your life, basically. You want to go in, scale this business fast, have the flexibility to move quickly. Speed is how you compete in this business or in any business. That's how big corporations die, because they don't adapt and they don't compete fast. But anyway, so this we can adapt very quickly. And also, guess what? You can pick the right, cherry pick the best location with renting, because the difference between A and B neighborhood is just a few $100, and you can pass that to the corporate clients anyway. But the difference between A and B neighborhood with buying is like a few $100,000 sometimes, or at least tens of thousands of dollars, which you don't really have, right? That's why when people buy property for rental, they buy in the bad neighborhood because they don't have enough money to buy in a good neighborhood most of the time. Anyway, short term versus midterm, we ran over that, so we're going to skip that. All right, the myth: no landlord will agree to sublease. Okay. Well, they will agree if you know how to pitch it to them. It's all about them. Remember, we are here for other people. Check this out. If you're a landlord and I come to you and say, A, we will take care of the property like it's our own because our business, we basically manage it for you for free. Secondly, we get it professionally clean every couple months for free. Third, any repairs under $200 a month, we get it fixed ourselves. We're not even going to call you the middle of the night. 4, our clients are higher caliber people, professional that have well-established career and have worked hard to obtain, so they refuse to do anything to jeopardize their job, right? If you're a landlord and I show you all this and give you all these benefits, would you do it? You'd be crazy to say no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's a no-brainer. We're actually going to be the best and last tenant. We actually cherry pick them, and it's actually the other way around now because we're actually interviewing them and not them interviewing us, right? Oh, sorry. Did I not share my screen this whole time, Michael?
No, your screen's been off. Your screen
Okay.
share.
Oh, it's so I have not been sharing my slides.
Correct.
Oh, sorry about that. So let me know, team, if I do that, because I mean, sorry about that. We had some good slides here that can help a lot of people. So again, this is the slide for what you would tell the landlord. Okay. Yeah, just unmute and tell me if that ever happened. And then this is the slide for owning versus renting. Okay. All right, so let's go forward here. Okay, so within our community, not only those main key things, we have the 7-figure script. We talk about how you condition your mindset to have the right mindset, how you make the phone calls, what's your tonality. We actually role play with you. You're part of our community. Prime example, one of our elite students, Gary, last week, he was having trouble for the last couple of weeks trying to find landlord to sublet. And I was like, role play with me, Gary. Boom. The guy was like, the role play, and he's like, talk like this, blah, blah. We would do corporate housing, blah, blah. I'm like, Gary, smile. Wake up, man. Like, passion. Where is it? And then I work on his mindset. I work on how he pitched and stuff like that. Guess what? 1 week, guys. Also, we also had an hour-long call coaching one-on-one after that to really work on his mindset. It's all about mindset. Guess what? Within 1 week, now he landed 2 landlords to give him like 3 or 4 properties. And actually, one of the landlord has multiple properties. The other one is a small management company that has access to probably tens of properties or even hundreds of properties. All you need is one good landlord that believe in you, and your life changed forever. Okay, because landlord, they have multiple properties and they have friends who have properties. Make sense? So that's why you want to be your best and last tenants they ever need. So this 7-figure script is what we have for our students, but more importantly is the coaching inside of our mentorship. All right, myth, HOA won't agree to midterm rental. Okay. So 1, you want to find areas where HOA is more lenient. Okay. If there's no HOA, it's even better. Okay. So it's even better. Then we show you how to find those areas. Okay. Now, some HOA allow 30 days rental or more. So that's good. Okay. Now, even if they don't allow it, guess what? There's an abundance of properties out there, guys. It's okay. Like even in one neighborhood you cannot do it in, guess what? You just move to the next city over, or the next county. That's the beautiful thing about this business. You're not buying the property, guys. You don't need to be stuck in one little city. I have it in multiple states. Some of my students have in multiple states. Okay. And then that's what I love about this business, because that's an abundance of property. It's not like a fix and flip or a rehab where you have to search your balls out to, eyeballs, to find a deal. No, man. There's new deals every single day. Every single day there's new rental on the market, right? And all you need is just to pitch them this and see if it work out and find new property. I myth, subleasing is illegal or against rental agreement. Okay. Put it in writing, guys. Sublease clause in the lease agreement. Legal in the US for decades, guys. Subleasing is legal in the US for decades. Okay. All you gotta do is put it in the lease agreement. We help you with that if you're part of our program, and we have samples and all of that will protect you to do this business the right way. Okay. Subleasing leads to property damage and loss of control. That's a myth. Why? 1, because we have corporate clients. When you want corporate clients, or do you want mom and pop individual who can lose their job and can't pay rent? That's what's happening in this recession we are in, with a lot of people who can't pay rent, right? But with corporate clients, it's different. They have resources. With insurance clients, they have even more resources. They're the largest, richest people on earth, okay? Companies. And then with a property, we have triple insurance. We have rental insurance, we have the company insurance, we have the platform insurance as well, okay? So that's why it's even safer than traditional real estate, because we have triple insurance. You know what I'm saying? And then number 3, we have leases from corporate clients or platforms. So we do have control, okay? Because we have the control of the lease from the corporate clients. We have control of the property, okay? So that's why I love this. And you have control, more importantly, of your money, okay? Because if you look at any other business or investment, especially investment into multifamily, into somebody else's company, you don't have control of your money. You cannot take it out, guys. Once you give them the money, Hopefully the company do good. Hopefully their deal work out. If it doesn't, you lose your money, right? And then if you know, and then if you want it now, you can't have it. But with this, it's your money. You know, you have full control of it. It's your business. Myth, it's impossible to find suitable properties for midterm rental. Yeah. Right. Look at how many properties, just a quick Zillow search. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Oh, by the way, that's what you should be looking for, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We give landlord security and peace of mind. That's your homework for today as well, guys. Is find, go on Zillow, find 3-bedroom, 2-bath in your local area and close to highways, hotels, and hospitals. That's your criteria, okay? And in good neighborhood. And then tomorrow, if those of you, I challenge you guys, it's a challenge, right? I challenge you to make at least 20, 30 phone calls today and find one landlord to allow you to interested in this business, and then we can guide you to the next step tomorrow, okay? Or just do the research and at least reach out to at least 10 of them tonight, based on what I shared with you earlier, how you can pitch them, okay? How many are committed to do that, okay? Take action, guys. That's the name of the game. All right, midterm rental arbitrage too complex and risky. That's the myth. And check this out. If you want to, if you have 100K, you want to buy one property or you want to have 7 property make you money? Which one is less risk? Okay. If you put 100K into one fix and flip, one deal, one rehab, you can lose it all. But if you take 100K, you can do 7 of these arbitrage. Even one of them doesn't work out, guess what? That's the other 6 is still making you money, right? So which one is more risky? You see what I'm saying? Don't put all your eggs in one basket, guys. You know, spread out in different basket. You know, and if one basket is broken, the other one is okay. You know what I'm saying? Less cost to get started, less loss if it doesn't work out. And then complexity. Okay, so this business is complex. I agree. When you don't have the proper mentorship, guidance, the guideline, the sources, then it is, yeah, then you don't know what have you doing. With myth 7, corporate clients are difficult to attract and retain. True, if you do not have the source of clients to know what they need, okay? Secondly, we have dozens of proven sources and blueprints and know exactly what they need and how they need it, when they need it, so that way we can get them for you. And also, corporate clients are actually a lot easier to satisfy than vacationer because they don't have to be babysit all the time with vacation rental. That nothing is urgent with corporate clients, right? I mean, unless like AC broke or some major thing leak, roof leak. But other than that, if like something need to be fixed, they can wait a few days, you know? That's what I love about it. All right. Scaling a rental business without property ownership is impractical. It is practical. You can scale 5 to 8 times faster. You can test the market with little or no risk. Scaling with ownership is impractical. It can take years to buy a property. You know, the last thing I want to see is, you know, old couple like this who's struggling financially and they can't really, they don't have the physical thing to go out there and make more money, you know, because it takes them forever to buy some properties. Now with this, you can rent 10 properties if you really want to do it within like a month if you want, you know, it's just how fast you want to go. You can rent very fast. You don't have to buy, you don't have to rehab, you don't have to qualify for loan, all of that. All right, with the fast method, scale very fast, start and scale. So with COVID, had to find the right location. We COVID had to ask to sublease. Tomorrow, we're going to COVID had to set up to stand out and then to tap into the corporate clients, okay? So any questions so far? Let's go over any questions here. All right. Okay, so I don't see any new questions yet. What about credit score? Okay, good question. So if your credit score is good, you have more options. If it's not good, you still have some options. What do I mean by that? You can actually talk with the landlord, and if they like you and trust you, they can give the property for you or partner up with you without any credit check. Okay, some of the people do that. And as long as your background, you know, I guess sometimes they do a background check or whatever. But if you can provide value for them, why not, right? And also, if you don't have money to open an arbitrage, because I know some people don't have, you know, $10,000 to open an arbitrage, you can actually manage properties for people. And that is very good because you are not risking any money. I call it infinite return model. By pitching the landlord, how would you like to double or triple your cash flow? And I do all the work for you. Write that down. How would you like to triple your cash flow? I do all the work for you. For example, if you rent out a company, you know, if you partner with a landlord, you charge them 20% to manage their property. Regular rent landlord without furniture only getting $3,000. Follow me here, $3,000 without furniture. You help them furnish it, and then you get them, my corporate clients, to renting it, and then you get $6,000 a month. You make 20% of that 6,000, which is about 1,200. Guess what? The landlord's still making 4,800 minus utilities, whatever vacancies. So they still make 4,000 instead of 3,000. So they still make an extra $1,000 in cash flow versus like a few $100. So that's what I mean by you double and triple their cash flow. And then you do all the work for them. You know what I'm saying? So you can actually manage properties for other people, make your 20% or more without having to rent any place, put your name under the lease, furnish the properties, none of that. Okay? You can help them furnish it, and then you can partner, or you can partner 50-50 with the landlord. There's so many ways you can do business. So if you partner 50-50 with the landlord, you know, you do all the work, they give you the property, and you make 50-50 the profit, right? So why not? So that way you don't even have to put any money down. You don't have to put your name on the lease. You don't have to be responsible for the lease or the furniture either, you know? Good. Leslie understands. Smart guy. Cool. Yeah, property manager, exactly. If you don't have a lot of money, guys, you know, do that route. 10 on average, you make about at least $500 to sometimes $1,500 per month, almost passive income, because there's not much to manage. These midterm rental is not Airbnb vacation rental, you know, but you're charging them the management fee of an Airbnb because that's the industry standard. That's what I love about that model, because Airbnb manager make 20 to 30% because it is a lot of work and they deserve it. Okay. Traditional real estate only charge 10%, but we're charging people 20% because we have corporate connections, corporate clients. They think we do Airbnb, corporate Airbnb. Okay. And they think it's a lot of work, and we want them to think it's a lot of work. So we can charge 20%, but it is not, because the corporate clients stay for months. So you don't have to do much after they checked in, like we mentioned earlier. Make sense? So you just need 10 properties, make you 10K a month. And 10 properties, for managing 10 properties, only take maybe a few hours a week, maybe 5 hours, maximum 10 hours a week to make 6-figure income, guys. You know how long it takes, how much it takes to make 6-figure income? Forever, traditionally. Okay, Leslie said, let's say I want to start locally, but I live in a state where tourist is high, corporate businesses is medium and low. Great, yes. If I go to a highly dense city with a lot of corporate headquarters but far away, yeah. So you have a couple of options. You can either go to another bigger city, or you can do a hybrid model if your location have both vacation and corporation Okay. So the hybrid model actually make the most money, but depending on the location. For example, one of our clients, tenants, is close to like Disneyland, right? Disneyland, as you know, gonna be booked out so many times with short-term rental. And then during the seasons where it's not like summertime, where the kids go back to school, you rent out as midterm rental. You see, so you get the best of both worlds. If your house is close to the beach, summertime people go to the beach, short-term rental it. Okay, after that, midterm rental it. You see what I'm saying? If you have like you know, Daytona or some crazy things, you know, Vegas events, you can short-term rental that during those events, and then the rest of the time midterm rental. You see? So there's so many strategies, just depending on the location, what you want to do. Okay. Good. iPhone said I make a few calls tomorrow. Good. Good job. Yeah. So any more questions, guys? We're here for you. So I want to make sure that we cover all your questions. And then if you haven't already, my team's book a link in the chat. Pop it in there again for people. Also, if you're watching on social media, I'm managing on my social media as well here. If you're on my social media, go on my profile link. You can book a free consultation call there in the link in my bio. And we'll help you every step of the way, okay? All right. Okay. Let me see. Yes. Cool. Awesome. Let me make sure. Team, do we have anything that I missed? So tomorrow, come back here, same time, same place. We're gonna talk about how to set up to stand out, and then how to tap into corporate clients. And also, we're gonna talk about how, you know, any questions that you have as well. Oh, and one more thing, when you pitch the landlord to sublease, I want to share with you this website, okay? Because this make a big difference. See, what most people do is, hey, can I Airbnb your property? Okay, they're like, Airbnb, no, click, right? But the way we pitch it is, how would you like, we do corporate housing. We, not I, we do corporate housing. And we're part of a corporate housing network of over hundreds of partners, direct partners nationwide, and a group of coaches, and we've done hundreds of properties. These are our website, these are our partnership website. You can pop it in, right? So that's why I say our students are able to get so many properties left and right, because they're able to leverage our network and experience, and they become a player overnight. You see what I'm saying? So they're not like just like a mom and pop Joe Smo down the street trying to Airbnb somebody property, you know? So that's why, you know, you see here people from like Florida to California to New York to Pennsylvania to Atlanta. We have our clients, our students form an army nationwide. So therefore, you know, and then your logo and that website on here, boom, you're in the game. You're a player. You're in the NBA. The All-Stars team here, you know? Right? And then you don't have to be like, but you don't have to like qualify. You don't have to do all that. You just gotta pay to play, man. Invest in yourself. And we help you every step of the way. That's it. That's the fastest way. Okay? It's pay to play. Invest in yourself. That's the number one thing that I learned from Warren Buffett, the greatest investor of all time. He said, not me, he said that the greatest investment is in yourself. Okay, the greatest investment is in yourself. The more you learn, the more you earn, right? That's it. From the greatest investor of all time. Okay. And then I learned from Tony Robbins, from Grant Cardone. They all say very similar things, but in different way, you know? So Grant Cardone said, number one, commit to your dreams, your goal, what you want. Number two, what are you willing to give up to get to your goal? You got to give up something. Okay. Nothing is free. Okay. And then number three is never give up. Just like on your dream, your goal, just do whatever it takes. Okay. Tony Robbins said, number one, focus on what you want, right? Focus, where focus goes, energy flow. Number two, make sure you're in the right state of mind with the right physiology. So that way you can take number three, massive action. Massive action is the cure all, guys. Massive action, massive imperfect action. You don't have to take perfect action. There's nothing is perfect. That's just excusing. Okay. Perfection is the lowest standard. But anyway, that's what Tony Robbins said, right? And then change your approach. Never give up. Change your approach until you get what you want. Boom. They both say the same thing. That's why they're both billionaires, right? And then I had the honor of playing chess with Sir Richard Branson, right? And the guy is like a magician. You know, he's worth about $5 billion. I played chess with him in his home. It was surreal. He didn't say much about business and stuff, but just be around that energy, around that environment, around somebody that is bigger than you, you feel like you accomplished anything. So I applaud you guys for being here tonight because you are show up for yourself. So give yourself a round of applause, you know. Pat yourself on the back, right? Because you can be doing anything, but you show up for yourself, for your family. And I really respect you for that. I want to honor you for that. And we don't see the significance of just showing up. 80% of the battle is showing up, guys. 80% of the battle, right? It's just showing up. And the rest is take massive action, imperfect massive action, progression over perfection, and you'll be happy. Okay. All right. So I think if there's no more questions, we're gonna end it a little bit early tonight. And then when we end this, we're gonna put our hands into the screen and we're gonna count down 10 to 1, and then we celebrate freedom. Okay. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Freedom. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys. Let's go out there and make it happen, okay? Remember, it's easy to make money when you love yourself. Let's go. Take care, guys. Much love. Peace.